Yo, we live. Tell them we live. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Fly the drone. Tell them we win again. 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 Tell them we win. Place nice. People happy. From we are. Tell everybody. The country on the rise. If you can't see it, then you must be blind. Hands up. Unity. Raise the golden arrowhead and make the world see that. We win again. Tell them 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 we win. Look, smiles on every face, in every county. We work for this. The country on the rise. If you can't feel it, then you're not alive. Hands up. Unity. Raise the golden arrowhead and make the world see that. We win again. Tell them 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 we win. Yo, we live. Tell them we live. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Fly the drone. Tell them we win again. 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 Tell them we win. Place nice. People happy. From we are. Tell everybody. The country on the rise. If you can't see it, then you must be blind. Hands up. Unity. Raise the golden arrowhead and make the world see that. We win again. Tell them 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 we win. Look, smiles on every face, in every county. We work for this. Country on the rise. If you can't feel it, then you're not alive. Hands up. Unity. Raise the golden arrowhead and make the world see that. We win again. Tell them 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 we win. Hands up. Unity. Hands up for the world to see. Hands up. Happiness. Raise the golden arrowhead and make the world see that. We win again. Tell them 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 we win. Fly the drone.
Sorry about that again. Morning, everyone. Good morning. I wasn't planning on having a live today. I was going to give way to the General Secretary for him to pronounce on these elections matters. Good day to all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Please share the live so persons who would usually, the sound should be on by now. Just confirm you guys are hearing me now. Anybody in the comment section? Okay, I see a Y. Good, loud and clear. Right, so I had two minds about doing a live this morning. one of the reasons I didn't want to do it is because sometimes I can't help myself. I get too emotionally attached to some of these issues, and it gets me genuinely upset. So my intention was today to just allow the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic to speak on elections matters today, since today is his press conference. I got a call all the way from Bartico, where persons were saying, well, I had shifted the time back, and persons were saying that, they were waiting. And I told him I wasn't going to do the live and, defer to the Dr. Jagdio and have him pronounce on these matters. Right? Sean Brettina saying he ain't getting no song again. But everybody else seems to be here. Sean, just refresh your page. Right? Then, as soon as I got off that call from Bartico, I went to social media just to check and see what was happening and that kind of thing. And the live start, Tracy. Just to check and see what happening. And guess what? The first thing, and that's why I say sometimes I wonder, like, I don't see myself being one of them big fancy politicians, because it's like I can't deal with some of the nonsense that these people come out with. You understand? Just after I got the call from Bartico, I went to WhatsApp, I should say, not social media. And a viewer from overseas who was recently in Guyana sent me a video. And when I looked at the video, despite this man was a part of the Guardians of Democracy in 2020, right? They are pulling the same PNC playbook in 2025, right? So we're not going to go for a full hour this morning. I want to address this guy, Brian Max, and I want to show you how persons within the Win Party are being compromised. Their integrity, whatever little integrity they have left, is being compromised for the sake of an asshole in Azardine Mohammed. Asshole. I can't believe that one man could corrupt so many individuals. I cannot believe that Guyanese who are calling on the very authorities that sanction Azardine Mohammed are calling on them to fight corruption, find Adriana Young killer, and all this other stuff. So they're credible with all those things, but they are not credible in relation to the sanctions they put on Azardine Mohammed. Sometimes, Guyanese, I am disappointed with some of us, right? So the FBI is good enough to come and probe crime in Guyana, but they're not good enough to investigate Azardine Mohammed. You understand me? Send that information to OFAC so that they could put sanctions in place on Azardine Mohammed. How stupid could we be to think? Let me say Azardine Mohammed won the presidency of this country. Over and over, I've said to y'all here, pick up yourself, Lash PA, we outside. Over and over, I've said to y'all here, how do you guys think the people who put the sanctions on Azardine Mohammed will just turn around and deal with him as the president? Y'all actually think the Americans just look at Azardine or President Ali or Prime Minister Phillips or Vice President Jagdio call him and say, oh, we don't like Azardine, throw some sanctions on him. You think that's how it's work? Y'all think that's how it's work? People who talking about Region 4, understand this. The reason the PPP won Region 4 is the two reasons, or three. One, they worked extensively in the region 2020, prior 2020, and extremely hard 2020 to now, working in the regions. Two, persons did exactly what friggin' Nigel Hughes said. They split the vote. So let's say whole Muhammad was not in this race. Those votes that he got in Region 4 would have most likely went to APNU. So that is why they lost. That is why they lost. You understand? Those votes, if asshole Muhammad was not in the race, would have went to the APNU and they would have won Georgetown. Because if you check in Region 4, they win Georgetown, but not by no big margin. Not by no 10,000 votes and everything. It's like a slight difference. So outside of the work that they did in the communities in North and South Georgetown, across the Region 4, I should say, not Georgetown, Region 4, the fact that there was a splitting of the votes, which was called for by Nigel Hughes, that is how you lost Aubrey. No matter how much you pout your mouth, you did that, you lost. You lost. You lost. Now, let's get to my focus this morning. Let's get to my focus this morning. Right?
Fellow Guyanese, and try to keep this one a bit civil.
I'm glad that he has admitted that he's an uncivil, uncouth wretch of an individual. You understand?
Right? As the sun comes up in the east, here in Georgetown, Guyana, this is a message for those who are attempting to rig these elections.
So clearly, like I said, sometimes I get too emotionally attached to some of these issues. But this wretch, literally reading out the PNC playbook. Now he talking about rigged elections. You understand? You had no hue and a cry from the polling station, from the blasted agents to say, oh, something wrong. Look, they counted wrong. We counted, we have 6, they got 10. Something wrong. Nothing during the calculation process. Nothing. Now, when the calculation done and there's a declaration, and it's not in your favor, all of a sudden, everybody on board to rig everything. You understand?
Of September 1, 2025 here in Guyana. U.S. Ambassador, British High Commission.
And you see all these people name this man calling up are the portfolios that he calling up. Brian Max, y'all is really take everything for a friggin' joke. Y'all taking the future of this country for a joke. Brian Max can't defend us in any way, shape, or form. The president of this country, whomever it may be, well, President Ali will. Left nothing. President Ali will. President Ali can't go to Brian Max and ask him for no advice if Venezuela invade or we got some national crisis. This idiot. But you are calling long-standing allies of this country and implicating them in the shit that the PNC, AP, and UAFC did at the last elections. The people who had to call it out for what it was, Brian Max.
The AOC countries, relax. Get her.
If you are talking about the Attorney General, I'm saying Brian Max, Ice Pass,
African countries. So you're trying to say that Caucasians like you, colonizers like you, Brian Max, could go to Africa and do what they want, but they can't do it here. It's past Africans. And guess what? You're not going to hear shit from Nigel Hughes. You're not going to hear nothing from Aubrey Norton. You're not going to hear nothing from ACTA. You're going to hear nothing from all these Afrocentric, all the rule of Afro gangs. You're going to hear nothing from them. You're going to hear nothing from them. But oh God, the Attorney General said, don't shame if the guy house slave. That coffee was a house slave. The whole place up in her. Oh God, the Attorney General. But Brian Max could say that colonizers could go to Africa and do what they want. Brian Max could say colonizers could go to Africa and do what they want. And the Africans in Guyana ain't got no problem with that. They ain't got no problem.
This in Africa where you go and do your bullshit and decide what is.
I could understand why critic put some good slap and punch in you, G. Just watching you, my brother. You hear what I'm telling you? This here, this face you seeing here should be placed in the Oxford Dictionary next to jailbait. You hear what I'm telling you? This face should be placed in the dictionary right next to jail. Because you see people like Brian Max, they would push you and push you and push you until somebody do them something. I ain't saying nobody doing nothing, but he's very provoking. It's
what in a country. There's a free, democratic country, at least it's supposed to be. And we have people in this country who will stand and fight.
Not you! Not you! You don't get beat up! Not you! Not you! You will not stand and fight! You can't fight for Guyana. You couldn't even fight for yourself, Brian Max. This is my problem with this guy. Always talking fight story. Not you. Not you. We can't depend on you to fight for nothing. You can't even fight for your 2 foot. You only got 1.5. You buy. You see these people here? You see these people? Huh? And claiming to be patriots and all this nonsense. You're a patriot with your mouth, Brian Max. You're a patriot with your mouth, and that is it. You are not one that is able to fight for Guyana. Not you. One slap, wrong, sleeping, big bushmaster. Big bushmaster. You know, people, I see Tracy jumping on this live now. You know, people in Region 7 know about snake and bush. Y'all know how master the song when he don't eat. And he's sleeping. That is this wretch. That is him. I'm talking about people who are stand and fight for Guyana. Not you, Brian Max. I am saying not you. Anybody else, maybe the guy needs critic or he could fight. He could fight. Not you. You are your Brazilian jiu-jitsu ain't stand for shit. Not a scuff or a scar on critic. Not a black and blue mark, nothing. Critic, come downstairs. And he come downstairs and ring some slapping you. Bye, y'all. Bye.
We'll fight you if we have to fight you.
Look this fuck boy. Look at John Thompson. This asshole on the screen talking about fighting who he got fight. Talking about African nations, you black fool, John Thompson. And you can't see that? You telling me about I preaching violence? Critics should slap him again. That's what I say, yes. Critics should slap him again. A hot one in his face. Hey, one more. Let's send him to sleep again. Let me wake up after the declaration. You, John Thompson, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, John Thompson. That doesn't contribute to Guyana. You, oh God, this is what I guys get too emotionally invested in these things. These guys annoy the living daylights out of me. John, Brian, all of you are pieces of shit out of asses behind. You understand? Pieces of shit. You, John Thompson, you piece of shit. You piece of truck driving shit. You. That you would ask Guyanese to put ourselves at risk when you piece of shit in America living your best life in the people them truck. You didn't even buy your own truck. You're driving people thing. You're rich. John, let me get back to this idiot.
It's not going to work in Guyana. There's a
What he bad by face now? What he bad by face? What John Thompson don't come and represent somebody who ring a slap in it too. Come home, John Thompson. John Thompson, come downstairs. Fool. Friggin' corrupting Guyanese man got him doing a set of stupidness. And then this wretch talking about rigged elections. Where were your agents? Just like the AP and UAFC in 2020. Where the hell were your agents in the polling station? Only now when you lose, you know elections ring?
system that we do elections. We go to the polls, we write up the SOPs after the polls are closed, then we go to the Gecom center. The opposition parties will walk with their SOPs.
Hear ye. Whatever process you opposition party act. What opposition party? Got opposition or they got political parties vying for government? You don't even know the information you're putting out. You're talking a ton of shit. Guyanese, y'all gotta stop bothering with people like these who are going to set y'all up. Set y'all up.
That they've collected from their agents, and we'll compare our SOPs against SOPs. Gecom.
So hear this asshole. So opposition parties, according to him, supposed to got their SOPs. You understand? And they're supposed to compare their SOPs to the ones of Gecom. If you are saying Gecom's SOPs are fake, post your SOPs with different numbers, asshole. Brian, post your SOPs. Don't be like Aubrey Norton and you got SOP and they show them 5 years after the fact. And some problems with this rain. Okay, so it's back now, right? So my thing is this. Brags, you are saying to us and continue your show. Like you and Ali Saf, we're trying for 90. I am so abusive, John Thompson, because the party you represent is trying to take Guyana down a similar path of 2020. Right? To take us down a similar path of 2020. So what if the PPP says it's impossible for a new party to win all those votes in Region 6? The logic being used by the PNC and the y'all, you piece of shit, John Thompson. The logic being used by y'all. What if the PPP says that it's impossible for WIN to win all those votes in Regions 10 and Region 7 because they just formed? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, John, because anything is possible. Anything is possible, especially when you pay a lot of money to people to vote for you, right? So it's not a case where WIN presented vision or a plan that people was like, yes, boy, we got to jump on this, boy. No. Win presented the almighty dollar. And that's what they garnered support with. That is what they did in Region 7, John. You piece of shit. John Thompson, your truck driving piece of shit. You're a piece of shit that your truck will just roll over. You hear me, John? You're a piece of shit that misleading Guyanese people. And you don't live here. You have no plans of coming back here. You have no plans of doing anything to build Guyana. You are a piece of shit, John Thompson. The stinkiest piece from whichever animal it's come from, that is you, John. You hear me? That is you. Right? So again, John, none of us heard nothing from you. None of us heard from asshole Muhammad. We didn't hear from Max. We didn't hear from anyone pre-declaration that there was any issues with the count, anything, or things weren't transparent, or we know they're going to ruin the count of something, or we know the company is up. Nothing. Nothing. You guys had agents at all of those counts, Brian and John. You all had agents there. So what the F are y'all telling people now? What the F y'all telling people now? Huh? That's my point, John. You piece of shit. Let me continue.
Declarations coming out for one, in which the PPP beat win in one, region 1. That didn't happen.
How? Use what Gecom, you idiot? I just want to lash this man in the face. I want to, but I wouldn't. I want to. When I see him, I'll be civil. But when this is the emotions Brian Max is raising me. Lashy, something, wood or something, lashy.
We won. Win won.
Who determines that? Win? You, asshole Muhammad? Piece of shit, John Thompson? Or the guy in Elections Commission? Who determines that? You all had agents at all these polling stations. When the results reached to the returning officer, the DRO, or whoever up the chain, y'all had people following it all the way. Why you didn't raise an alarm then? Huh? Why didn't raise an alarm with the county region 1 where they say, okay, oh no, the other numbers, oh, they're doing something. Look, we SOPs here that we got. Look, the one that they post on Gecom. Look at him matching something wrong. Huh? Why you don't get another political party who was there, who probably lost region 1, like the APNU, to corroborate and say, look, win SOPs and APNU SOPs match, but Gecom only match. No, but you got this ass, John. Instead, he focused on the road and drive safely. He out here, like you, spreading misinformation like y'all here ain't good. Right? What? 2 years ago, PPPC did not win regional elections in Georgetown. How is it possible for you to win general elections in Georgetown? Because they work your ass. They worked, right? They built community roads, they cleaned drains. People in Georgetown got contracts so they could employ people and build themselves. John, listen, this is the last day you come on my page. Today is the last day me and you, John Thompson, have any interactions together. I cannot stand you. You hear me? And your level of stupidity, I think it is contagious. Let me just get to this here and block you. I am done with you, John Thompson. Is which page you looking at? John, just put in the comments is which page you're looking at we on the please, whether it's Livewire News or my personal page or which one. So I could block you. I want you here no more. This level of stupidity, John. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Y'all give me a second. Let me block John. Let me block John. Y'all give me a second. Oh my God, boy. Oh my God. John helped destroy the PNC.
Let me unfriend you for unfollow. Unfriend. Bob, thank you. You piece of shit. You should don't let me get personal. Don't let me get personal. I tell somebody about getting personal the other day. Bye, John. I block it from my main page. If I see commenting again, I know it's exactly where you're commenting from. But that's the last week I see on John on this program. To hell with John Thompson. You hear me? To hell with John Thompson. And it's called brown work. So imagine in John's head, in 2 years, a political party can't correct or can't make inroads. But friggin' Win could make inroads in 3 to 4 months. Y'all understand the logic I'm putting with you? John just said to us that the PPP lose Region 4, the regional elections 2 years ago. And they win this election here 2 years after. And that is not logical. But it is logical for Win to be able to cut all them votes in 3 to 4 months. That is the effery I'm talking about. That is the effery I'm talking about with these guys. That's the logic they're putting forward. It is okay and plausible for them. It is okay and plausible for them. But for the PPP, no, that can't happen. It's impossible. Oh my God, that's impossible. Y'all full of it. And it is what John is, a piece of shit. I'm sorry I so vile this morning to all my viewers who don't like this kind of dirty language. But I am absolutely fed up with these guys. You understand? I am absolutely fed up with these guys. So Tricia Richards ain't come for nothing. Patricia Chase Green ain't come for nothing. James Bond ain't come for nothing. Stanley ain't come for nothing. Daniel Stiram ain't come for nothing. All them people had supporters that they talk to and convince them to vote elsewhere. What nonsense you telling people? You see the work Patricia Chase Green doing in the area. You see the work Tricia Richards doing in the area. And I'm just calling crossovers. I'm not talking about PPP councillors who actually was doing work in the areas. Ismiani get the whole community road and pave. Why the people ain't support he? Dancing getting thing for community and his constituents. Why they want to support him? And Mark Ali, that is my point. The PPP didn't have this massive change. It's the fact that when APNU votes, if Win was a factor, it is my opinion that most likely the PPP would not have won Region 4 if Win was not a factor. So Win, man, anyway.
Region 1, I'm not even going to say we win. They won Region 1.
Good morning. Good day. Okay, great. On my live, I'm going to call you after. Good. I honestly want this election to done. I am at my wit's end with it. Right? I am at my wit's end with it.
On. Right? Clearly, PPP didn't win that one.
How is it clear? Because you said so? Ask. Critics, slap this man again, please. Critics, slap this man again, please. How is that clear? I'm wrong because you said so. You're good. You're one side. I fix back properly that you seen anything clear, brother. Who you going with clearly? Gecom decides who wins whichever region, who wins the election. You take Mohammed's money and you go to court and contest it.
And when the recount is done, it's the same thing you can see.
Right? The bullshit SOPs at Gecom.
So now Gecom uploading bullshit SOPs. Gecom uploading bullshit SOPs. So only Win got credible SOPs. Right? Gecom SOPs fake. They are the only party who uploaded SOP that was determined as fake. Now the people who met the SOP form for them to fill out, they uploaded fake SOPs, according to Brian Max. Oh, Jesus Christ. Neil Bell, persons have to understand the logic, right? A lot of this does fly over people's head. A lot of people are going to look at this, at Brian Max, listen to what he said, and some of them, you're going to sway them. So I am presenting the information and presenting a logical argument to debunk this foolishness. You understand?
It's posted on their website, the fake SOPs.
Could you imagine that Brian Max is now bringing the Guyana Elections Commission into disrepute, saying that they are posting fake SOPs on their website, and Win got the real ones and in effing post one yet. Right? This asshole in post one SOP next to Gecom SOP to say, well, look, these numbers different. Look, these numbers different. We call for Guyana and we ask them for their SOPs, and these numbers are different. Look for Guyana SOPs. Look, we SOPs that match. How Gecom SOP is different? No scenario like that. No scenario like that. It's just this ass on a live that we got to go and run with and say, oh, because Brian Max says so, it's true. Critic needs to slap you again. Critic needs to slap you again.
I happen to have all 2,300 SOPs.
You're 2,300 of an ass. Right? So we must dash Gecom in the bin and run with whatever Brian Max said. Because Brian Max got all 2,300 SOPs. Ooh.
I have some in duplicates. We've already started the printing process.
So why you post them? We're printing them for to push them in your bumsy. We're printing them for. Why you post them? If you got soft copies, post them. Let people see them. Post it. Post it alongside the same SOP from Gecom. Let us see the discrepancy. Let us see the discrepancy that you're saying that Gecom posting fake SOPs. What are you printing them for? To put them in ass? To push them up ass? Y'all are full of shit. I swear to God. I swear. Y'all is embarrassed Guyanese people. You printing out SOPs and ain't sure we one that contradicting Gecom on. Not one that contradicts Gecom SOPs.
Just to get it done. Right? So white people, let me make.
And he talking about white people. You are one of them, you colonizer. You are one of them that enslaved Afro and Indo-Guyanese. You boy, critic boy, you got a lot of leeway, boy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Look, critic got a lot of leeway. I just understand now why critic does cost from here to hell pick when you're on the show. These guys bring out the worst in you. Right? Mark Ali, you're right. Critic need to give you another factory reset. Critic need to reset you to factory settings again. That's what you need.
Make a little something clear to you one time. I am the new leader of the opposition.
Again, you taking on roles. You taking on roles. Just the other day was a debt collector. You get boxed up. You get boxed up in your face. You so quiet. You so easy to humble, to the court and Just the other day, you're playing as a debt collector and you get boxed up. Now you're playing as leading the opposition. You able with what has come with leading the opposition? You able with what Aubrey Norton is dealing with on a daily basis? Y'all feel it's a game, Y'all feel it's a game. I hope you're able with what comes with all these positions you're taking title for, brother. So since you is the new leader of the opposition, remember everybody looking to you. Everybody looking to you, Brian Max. And just the other day, you took on the role of a debt collector. You understand? And you get boxed up till you see Ning Ning. And now you're taking another role. You ain't realizing you take on roles on behalf of asshole Muhammad. It is to your detriment, brother. And again, I ain't saying nobody must do nothing, but you're provoking people. Continue.
Right? Don't worry the official leaders of the opposition. I am the leader of the opposition. You have to deal with me.
Brother, you are no one to deal with. You are no one to deal with. What O.C. Roger said? One touch. Ladies and gentlemen, one touch. One touch. You're on the ground. Out cold. Who are you to deal with, Brian Max? Every time you play a bad boy, you get beat up. Every single time you play a bad boy, you get beat up. Martial artists are supposed to be able to snatch weapons out of the air. So you're supposed to snatch one of them bats and take it from them men and start to beat them. That's what you were supposed to do. When Critic Hand being here, because this is how it been in the video. It been here, then it disappeared into your face. When it was here, you were supposed to and brought Critic Hand out of the socket. That's what you were supposed to do, Brian Max. That's what you were supposed to do. But as we all know, you were unsuccessful. Stop threatening people. Stop threatening people. Stop playing a bad boy for win. Stop it, brother. Stop it. Nope, you are nobody to deal with. You are no force to overcome, Brian Max. Anybody got problems, all you gotta do is kick out your fake leg and you done with them. One kick, boom, gone. Leg gone, tumbling down the road, end the fight. You happy for one leg. You can't do much. You understand me? You are nobody to overcome. You are not no mountain, Brian Max. You are a molehill. You are a molehill, buddy. Stop.
And I am as white as you are. My grandfather came here from Aberdeen.
Here how he breathing heavy. He barely walk around the yard talking. Here you're breathing heavy and you want people to deal with you and come through you and use the new opposition leader. Bye.
In Scotland, 100 years ago.
Colonizer, man. You're a colonizer. Blasted wretch. It's you cause the rift between Afro and Indo-Guyanese in this country, colonizer. You are a colonizer who come here and just decide to stay and enjoy the benefits because you must be born here. But you come from colonizer blood.
Oh, the family never went back.
Say here, it's since then we got these illegal aliens in every country, We need to get these Macintosh out of here. They have been illegal in our country for 3 generations. Get them out. Go back to Scotland, Brian Max.
85, 87% European, right? Third generation Scottish. I'm as white as you are. The sun may have got.
This guy, like, oh, Lord. Listen, I ain't even gonna play this no more because he just getting me riled up. I don't want y'all hear some more we said, but I figure y'all see it online. This is it before I go, right? Look at this here, right? Now, I want y'all to understand that in the Win Party, they have persons who have some sort of integrity left. They may be forgers, they may be all sorts of things, but at least they have a bit of integrity left. And that is why, despite him being a forger, and in a lot of cases a flipping idiot, I still have some respect for Mark Defrance. You understand? I still have some respect for Mark Defrance. As I told y'all at the first public meeting for Win in Perfect Harmony, I spoke to Mark Defrance and I spoke to and this guy called me the other day. He's a gentleman. He's their general secretary, I think. Indian guy. He's a lawyer. He lives overseas. And I spoke to Mark Defrance at that public meeting, and Mark Defrance said to me that OFAC sanctions are real. So Mark knew what he was getting into. Mark knew the individual. Who's Joel King? Personally, take me out for what, Joel? Who's you? You want me to send you a link, Joel? Let me bring you on this live now. I scrolling up to see who you talking about. Bye. Listen. Anyway, let me bother with these PNC and Win people. Y'all think, Joel, if you want to have a debate, you put a contact or let me know which platform you're looking at us from. Let me send you a link. Let you tune in right now. Right? If you got a point to defend or something. But back to this here. Mark Defrance on my live a couple of nights ago made it clear that he understood that Win captured the APNU vote. He understood, and he also said that he does not sign on to Azrine's statement that he not accepting results, he not accepting it. He not accepting it. You understand? He said he's not on board with that. So when you see this here from Mark Defrance would have seen the SOPs, he would have had access to them, and he's trying to be genuine. I think this guy genuinely wants to reform his life. So this is a post by Mark Defrance. Accepting defeat graciously and working on the future is hard for many, but we must abide by the rules we play by. We play it by. Even Mark Defrance is coming out to say, hey, y'all stop this stupidness. Right? Don't let asshole Mohammed put this country through what the APNU AFC put us through. Mark understands that they made inroads, but not enough to win them an election. And the places where they had the support voted for them. Yes, many things to be fixed, but people are looking at us to lead by example. So he's pleading with them, don't go down the road of Granger. Don't go down the road of Nagamutu. Don't go down the road. Don't go down the road. Don't go down the road. Because I can kill you in case you come back next election. Which I would love to see how that works out. Because by then, either a soul in jail or something. So who gonna be spending all the ill-gotten money to play the campaign in? Right? Right? So Mark Defrance is asking them, do the right thing. Look at Odessa Primus. You better take down this nonsense before you don't make it to Parliament. Politics in Ghana is becoming a joke. Politics in Ghana is becoming a joke. More and more you see the only viable choice for Guyanese is the PPPC. Right? Is the PPPC. The elections are only fair when the APNU wins. It's only fair then. Right? The PPP can't make inroads in APNU areas in 2 years, but Win could do it in 3 months. John Thompson's a blasted idiot. This is what I tell you, I block him. He's a damn fool. A damn fool. Win could do it in 3 months, but the PPP can't do it in 2 years. Fool. Look, guys, listen. Is Bartika bringing out this morning? Bartika and Mike Bishram. Bartika called me and Mike sent me the video to upset me. I ain't vexed with you, Mike, but the content, the foolishness that was in it, really upset me this morning. You understand? And I done Black John. I done with John. That John can't see nothing on me page. Me want no interactions with John. And so more, I am realizing that more and more, you got to, and this is something that has been said a lot. You got to realize the things you could change and you realize the things you can't, and put effort behind the things that you can. Right? So I can't change John's mind, so I block John. John, in my opinion, is a detriment to Afro-Guyanese. He puts Afro-Guyanese in a bad place. He doesn't give them information they can use to help better themselves. He misleads them. He's leading them down a path that would see them losing bank account, losing visa, inability to travel. Some of them wretches that jump on win lists, when they get them auxiliary sanctions, you can't go here to study or you can't fly to go in this country to do something. John encouraging them to get on board with that. You understand? That's John. That is Brian Max. I think John would make a better showing in a fight though. Honestly, he's fit. He's gym up and thing. I think John would get a better showing in a fight. But John is one of the reasons Afro-Guyanese are still not where they need to be. Because John is them type of people who would allow Afro-Guyanese to miss out on benefiting from initiatives because it is not the government that they believe is supportive of them. Mind you, daily they're seeing fellow Afro-Guyanese benefiting from contract, benefiting from acquiring the house lot, benefiting from a scholarship, benefiting from some cash grant, something. And they got some Guyanese that will continue to not make themselves available to benefit. And then go turn around and holler, oh, nothing is happening for them. The government ain't doing nothing. The government ain't doing nothing. But you sit down in the corner and don't make yourself. Hate gets you nowhere. Seek abundance. Somebody used to set up, and I didn't understand. You hear me? I didn't understand. I used to then looking in people's plate and wondering why nothing happening for me. But I ain't focusing on what I'm supposed to be focusing on. Stop the hate. It will not get you anywhere. Seek abundance. Seek abundance, my fellow Afro-Guyanese. You understand? In this second term of the Irfan Ali presidency, I implore you to seek abundance. Look for some way for you to benefit. Even if you vote for the PPP, look for some way for you to benefit. If you apply for your house, I think you got to wait, apply and wait. Do some course Do something. Do something. Do something. Apply for a grant. Apply at the Small Business Development Bank or wherever they got. Something. Seek blood clot abundance. Hate will get you nowhere. John Thompson will get you nowhere. Brian Max, the Podigi one, will get you nowhere. Because they got an Afro guy in his Brian Max. I rate the Brian Max. Leon, you gotta go to Linden and find out what's going on with Lorem. I look like effing Lorem keeper. Me and Lorem is friend. Eh? Well, you think I want to address this? Me and the police? Why you don't go to Lorem? Me and Lorem is friend. I hang around Lorem. Asshole. Look, let me come off this program. Look, y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Remember, 2 p.m. today, the General Secretary of the PPP will be having his press conference. You understand? And you guys tune in there. Leon. Y'all just play y'all coming wrong. Me funny, you know. Anyway, guys, as I usually say before, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana. And guess what? We win again. We win.
Hands up for the world to see. Hands up. Happiness, raise the golden arrowhead and make the world see that. We win again, tell them. We win again, tell them. We win again, tell them. We win again. We win again, tell them. 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 We win. Fly the drone. Yo, we live. Tell them we live. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Fly the drone. Tell them we win again. 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 Win again. Tell them we win again. Tell them we win again. Tell them we win. Place nice. Make people happy. From we are. Tell everybody the country on the rise. If you can't see it, then you must be blind. Hands up. Unity. Raise the golden arrowhead and make the world see that. We win again. Tell them. 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 We win. Look, smiles on every face, in every county. We work for this. The country on the rise. If you can't feel it, then you're not